Do you ever get to the end of the day and feel like it's just slipped away, leaving you a bit drained or maybe not quite as content as you'd hoped? It's something so many of us notice after 60, those long days filled with errands, family, or just the quiet moments that don't quite spark the joy they used to. But here's the thing, the way you wrap up your evening can change all that. It's like giving yourself a little gift, a chance to end your day on a high note, feeling calm, connected, and honestly, pretty happy. You don't need hours or a big plan, just a few simple rituals to turn your evenings into something special. Today, I'm so excited to share 4 evening rituals that can lift your mood after 60, helping you close out your day with a smile. These aren't complicated or time-consuming, they're gentle, practical ideas that fit right into your life, whether you're winding down alone or sharing the evening with someone you love. From something as easy as sipping a warm drink to a habit that'll spark a bit of gratitude, we're going to explore ways to make your nights feel brighter. So, grab a cozy spot, maybe a cup of tea if you're in the mood, and let's dive in. Because you deserve to end every day feeling good, and it's easier than you might think. Let's start with something that feels like a warm hug at the end of the day, creating a moment of calm with a soothing routine. One of the best ways to do this is by sipping something warm and comforting, like a cup of herbal tea or even warm water with a slice of lemon. It's not just about the drink itself, though that's nice, it's about pausing, slowing down, and giving yourself permission to just be. Picture yourself sitting in your favorite chair, maybe by a window or with a soft lamp glowing nearby. You take a sip, feel the warmth spread, and let the day's worries slip away. My friend Joan, who's 66, started doing this after dinner every night. She'd brew a cup of chamomile tea, nothing fancy, just a tea bag from the grocery store, and sit for 10 minutes, no phone, no TV, just her and her thoughts. She told me it was like drawing a line between the busyness of the day and the peace of the night. You don't need to make it a big production. Pick something you enjoy, maybe decaf coffee if tea's not your thing, or even warm milk with a pinch of cinnamon. The key is to make it a ritual, something you look forward to. Set up your space to feel inviting, maybe keep a special mug just for this moment, or light a candle if you're feeling fancy. Aim for 5 or 10 minutes, long enough to let your mind settle. It's amazing how this small act can shift your mood, like telling your body it's okay to relax now. If you're someone who's always on the go, this might feel hard at first, but give it a try. It's like a mini vacation you can take every evening, and it sets the stage for a happier end to your day. Now, let's move into something that's all about sparking a bit of joy before bedtime, spending a few minutes with something that makes you smile. This could be anything that lights you up, like flipping through a favorite book, listening to music, or even watching a short, funny video. The idea is to end your day with a dose of lightness, something that pushes away any lingering stress. Take my neighbor Fred, who's 68 and loves old radio shows. He started listening to a 15-minute episode of a comedy program on his phone every night, earbuds in, chuckling away in his recliner. He said it was like sending himself to bed with a grin, and he slept better because his mind wasn't stuck on the day's frustrations. What's great about this is how personal it can be. Maybe you love knitting a few rows of a scarf, or scrolling through photos from a family trip on your tablet. If music's your thing, put on a song from your favorite decade, something that makes you want to tap your foot or sway a little. Keep it short, 10 or 15 minutes, so it doesn't eat into your sleep time, and pick something that feels uplifting, not heavy. If you're tempted to scroll social media, try to steer clear of anything that might pull you into debates or bad news. This is your time to soak in something that feels good, like a warm blanket for your soul. It's a small way to remind yourself that there's still so much to smile about, no matter how the day went. These 2 rituals, sipping something warm and savoring a joyful moment, are like bookends to a beautiful evening, helping you shift from the hustle of the day to a place of calm and contentment. They're simple, but they're powerful when you make them yours. As we keep going, let's explore another way to lift your spirits, one that's all about reflecting on the good in your life. So, We've started with 2 lovely ways to wind down your evening, sipping a warm drink to ease into calm and savoring a joyful moment that brings a smile before bed. These small rituals are like little invitations to end your day feeling lighter, more connected to yourself. Now, let's add another layer, something that can deepen that sense of happiness and make your evenings feel even more meaningful. It's not about adding more to your plate, but about turning a quiet moment into something that lifts your heart. You're already halfway to a brighter evening, and this next step is going to feel like a natural fit. One of the most powerful ways to boost your mood is to spend a few minutes reflecting on something you're grateful for. I know, gratitude might sound like something you've heard a million times, but hear me out, it's not about forcing yourself to feel cheerful or writing a long list every night. It's about pausing to notice 1 or 2 things from your day that made you feel good, even if they're small. Maybe it was a kind word from a neighbor, the way the sunset looked on your evening walk, or just the fact that your favorite show was on. Picture yourself sitting with a notebook, or even just your thoughts, letting those moments sink in. My friend Clara, who's 65, started doing this while brushing her teeth at night, nothing formal, just thinking of one thing that went right. She said it was like flipping a switch. Instead of dwelling on what didn't get done, she went to bed feeling like her day had been enough. Here's how to make it easy. Take 2 or 3 minutes before bed, maybe while you're settling into your evening routine. You don't need a fancy journal, though if you like writing, go for it. A scrap of paper or an old notebook works fine. Jot down 1 or 2 things that brought you a bit of joy or made you feel thankful. If writing's not your thing, just close your eyes and think about them, maybe whispering them to yourself. It could be as simple as "I'm grateful for that warm soup at dinner," or "I'm thankful my daughter called today." What's so special about this is how it trains your mind to notice the good stuff, even on days that feel heavy. Clara told me after a month of this, she started catching herself smiling during the day, spotting little moments she might have missed before. Try it for a week, just 1 or 2 things each night, and see how it feels to end your day on a note of warmth. Now, let's move into our final ritual, one that's like a gentle bridge to a restful night and a happier you. This one's about creating a cozy, intentional wind down to help your body and mind ease into sleep. After 60, sleep can sometimes play hide and seek. Maybe you're waking up too early or finding it hard to drift off. A simple evening ritual that signals to your body it's time to rest can make all the difference, and it's a chance to pamper yourself a little. Think about something small and soothing, like stretching gently, reading a favorite poem, or even listening to a calming sound, like rain or soft waves. My cousin Leonard, who's 70, used to toss and turn, his mind racing about the next day's chores. He started doing a 5-minute stretch, nothing intense, just reaching for his toes and rolling his shoulders while listening to a classical music playlist. He said it was like telling his body, "Okay, we're done for today," and he'd fall asleep faster, waking up in a better mood. You can make this your own in so many ways. If stretching feels good, try a few slow movements, maybe circling your arms or gently twisting side to side, just enough to loosen up. Keep it to 5 minutes so it's not a chore. If you'd rather sit, try reading something light, a short story, a magazine article, or even a page from a book you love. Steer clear of screens if you can, that blue light can trick your brain into staying awake. Or, if sounds soothe you, there are free apps with things like ocean waves or forest noises. Pop in earbuds and let it wash over you. The idea is to pick something that feels like a treat, not a task, and do it most nights to build a habit. Leonard swears his little routine is why he wakes up whistling now, and it's hard to argue with that kind of happiness. These last 2 rituals, reflecting on gratitude and creating a cozy wind down, are like the finishing touches on a beautiful evening, working hand in hand with your warm drink and joyful moment to lift your spirits. They're not about changing who you are or adding stress to your night. They're about carving out a little space for yourself, a chance to end each day feeling content and ready for whatever comes next. As we bring this all together, let's weave these ideas into a picture of evenings that leave you smiling, night after night. We've been building this lovely evening routine together, sipping a warm drink to ease into calm, savoring a joyful moment to spark a smile, reflecting on gratitude to fill your heart, and creating a cozy wind down to glide into rest. Each one is like a brush stroke, painting your nights with a little more happiness. Now, let's bring it all together, tying these rituals into a flow that feels natural and uplifting, and add that final touch to make your evenings something you truly look forward to. You're so close to ending every day on a high note, and this last piece is about making it stick, so you can carry that good feeling into tomorrow and beyond. Let's circle back to how these 4 rituals work as a team, because it's not just about doing them once, it's about letting them become a part of who you are, like a favorite song you hum without thinking. Start with that warm drink, whether it's chamomile tea or a mug of warm milk. It's your signal to slow down, to let the day's hustle fade. My friend Joan, who I mentioned earlier, keeps her teapot right on the counter now, a little reminder to pause after dinner. She says it's not just the tea, it's the act of sitting still, letting her shoulders drop, that makes her feel like she's shedding the day's weight. You might find your own version, a special cup, a quiet corner that makes those 5 or 10 minutes feel like yours alone. It's a small thing, but it sets the tone, like the opening note of a melody that carries you through the evening. Then, there's that moment of joy, that little burst of lightness you give yourself before bed. Maybe it's laughing at an old sitcom, like Fred with his radio shows, or maybe it's something quieter, like flipping through a gardening magazine or humming along to a song from your youth. The key is to pick something that feels effortless, something that doesn't ask you to solve problems or dig too deep. I know a woman named Betty, 67, who keeps a stack of old postcards from her travels by her bedside. Every night, she picks one and remembers the trip, the salty air in Maine, the spicy tacos in Santa Fe. It takes her 5 minutes, but she says it's like tucking a happy thought into her pocket before sleep. Try different things until you find what lights you up, and keep it short, 10 minutes or so, to leave room for the rest of your evening. It's like dessert for your soul, sweet and satisfying without weighing you down. Gratitude comes next, and this one's like a warm glow that lingers. You don't need to make it a big deal, just a moment to notice what went right. Clara's toothbrush ritual is still my favorite example, because it shows how you can weave this into something you're already doing. But you might like a different approach. My Uncle Ray, who's 71, keeps a tiny notebook by his bed. He scribbles one sentence every night, things like "Glad I saw the Cardinals at the feeder today," or "Thankful for my chat with Mike." He says it's not about being profound, it's about ending the day feeling like it mattered. If writing feels like too much, just think it over while you're washing dishes or turning down the bed. 1 or 2 things, that's all it takes. Over time, you'll notice you're spotting those moments during the day, and that's when the magic happens. Your whole outlook starts to shift, and your evenings feel richer for it. Finally, that cozy wind down seals the deal, helping you slide into sleep with a calm mind and a happy heart. Leonard's stretches and music are one way, but yours might look different. Maybe it's a few deep breaths while you picture a peaceful place, or reading a page of poetry that soothes you. My neighbor Susan, 64, swears by a quick foot massage with some lavender lotion, just 5 minutes while she sits on the edge of her bed. She says it's like telling her body, "We're done, let's rest," and she wakes up feeling softer, less tense. Whatever you choose, keep it gentle and consistent, something you can do most nights without it feeling like a chore. 5 or 10 minutes is plenty, and if you pair it with dim lights or a quiet room, it's like wrapping yourself in a blanket of calm. What's so wonderful about these 4 rituals is how they build on each other, turning your evening into a little sanctuary. You don't have to do them perfectly or even every night. Some evenings might just be tea and a quick grateful thought, that's okay. The point is, you're giving yourself permission to end your day with kindness, to feel good no matter what came before. I'd love to hear how these fit into your life. Maybe you've got an evening habit you already love, or one of these is calling your name. Drop a comment and share, It might inspire someone else watching. If this sparks something for you, give the video a thumbs up. It helps us share these ideas with more folks. And if you want more ways to feel your best, hit that subscribe button so we can keep exploring together. Here's to evenings that leave you smiling, and to waking up ready for a beautiful new day.